Hi viewers, welcome to the final of the 2013 Big Guns Down South competition. This is the grand final of the tournament with Ben Nunan and Johl Younger. Johl Younger got through on the winners half of this tournament. It's a double elimination. We had, I think, 89 or 90 runners for this, and Johl actually beat Ben in the final of the winners half, and then Ben won the match afterwards against Rusty 11-4. So Ben has to beat Johl twice in this final. This match is brought to you by Johl TV.
Yeah, g'day Roth.
Hi Butters. Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm Dave Rothall, and next to me is Peter Butterworth. We're expecting actually a very high quality final, aren't we, Pete?
Yes, we are, mate. Close one they had last time. Johl got the better of that, and then Benny has just come out all guns blazing against Rusty in the last match. Got him 11-4, and he looked to be the Ben of old, which he didn't quite have in the first match against Johl. So
yeah, Ben has stopped feathering, which is a sign that he's just turned on the switch to just destroy anyone he plays.
Yeah, he believes that when he's hitting them well, he doesn't have to feather. It doesn't make any difference. So
that still astounds me, something shocking, but it's his routine, and that's what he does well.
It is.
And as you see, this frame's going to be gone in about 7 seconds.
Now, Dave, I don't know if you noticed, did you see the slide on that little shot he played there? They've ironed the table again, and it is looking quick. So, and this is Benny is going to be loving feeling like this now.
Yeah, they just ironed the table and brushed it. I saw JR with the iron earlier.
Yeah, I saw JR on the floor earlier.
He might have been breakdancing.
He could not have been breakdancing.
Attempted breakdancing.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know JR could do that, but apparently with a few beverages, you turn to a pro.
Mate, after 27 bogues for half a day, and then 27 bogues for the next half of the day, for 3 days in a row, you can guarantee if he's dancing, he's going to break something. That's it.
Ben. We've just got scoreboard switch around, so we'll fix that in a sec.
So Johl to break, one love to Ben.
Got backwards J on this rack. For those of you who don't notice.
Yeah.
They're racked up wrong, Johl.
No one cares. Benny
he won't cares.
If he goes game, Benny can have an argument about that later and say it wasn't right. But Johl's come up dry, and Benny's going to be looking at the reds going, bring it on.
Bring it on. I'll just pot out in about 43 seconds. And he might have either gotten a kick or he just hit that with his handbag. I'm not sure which, because it was a softish shot.
Well,
so what are your thoughts?
How was that even on?
Well, there you go. It was on. What are your thoughts about this? Who do you think will win this tournament?
If Ben keeps playing like he is, I have no doubt and I don't think anyone has any doubt really that at his best, he's a better player than Johl, but Ben's in most ways human and can have concentration lapses, and his form can go up and down. Yeah. Johl has that a lot less than anyone else. He's a mental giant, Johl, and very, very hard to beat. And that's why he's so hard to beat. He just doesn't have concentration lapses.
Yep.
So the difference between his A and B game is a very, very small gap.
Yeah.
But Benny is absolutely flying.
I think James told me this, and he said that Steve Davis reckons that the best players in the game have the best worst games. Now obviously Ben's just potted out again, but
you're 100% right there. You are only as good as your B game, mate. So
I think it's closer to what he said. Yeah, you're only as good as your worst game.
No one can play at their best all the time. So your average game is what you usually play at. So the better your average game is, the better you are.
Yeah.
Well, that's two very Very fast racks from Ben.
Yeah.
And if he gets a ball here, which he hasn't.
The thing I like about Ben's break is that all the balls just scatter. I've noticed Johl on this table, it's probably a detriment playing on this table for Johl just because he's having trouble racking the balls up, and you don't get a split in the middle. Like you keep getting clusters all the time. But this whole tournament, Joel's just been keeping. He knows these tables are Riley's, and there's been like I think 12 or 16 tables reclothed just for this event, but the pockets are a lot smaller than other rooms.
They absolutely are.
I think Joel's shifted his mindset towards trying to win every frame and take it by its merits, as opposed to just trying to pot out all the time.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. As far as the break goes, Ben said to me before, just before this match started, he goes, "Where the hell do I break from?" And I said, "Well, break where you did in the last few," because he started going from the side, and I think he got balls off all three of them. So
yeah, right. Well, it was pretty gypped not to get one in there because the ball's just scattered. Yeah, and you can see by the break, like there's nothing in the middle of a table.
It's been funny though, like even Rusty's been. Joel's in a bit of strife here. Rusty was still getting good spreads, but quite often not getting the ball down, which
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he just takes the red in the middle and then probably chops the red down the right corner just to block that pocket.
Yeah, you can play this and push the yellow to the cushion as well.
Yeah,
for those of you who are just joining us, this is the first final. It is double elimination, so Ben would have to win twice to win the tournament.
Yeah.
This is the first one, 2-love to Ben. And Johl really with his first opportunity here.
Yeah. It's been a taxing day on a lot of the players, where if you started today on the loser side and you reached this point, you would have already played 4 races to 11. But both Ben and Johl started this day on the winners half, and they've only played, I think Joel's played 2 matches and Ben's played 3 to get to this stage, so they'll still be reasonably fresh. It is midnight though, so anything can happen.
Mate, these two absolutely awesome. They're the only 2 guys that have finished in the top 3 of all 3 Big Guns tournaments.
Oh wow, I did not know that. That's a massive start.
Ben won the first one with Johl coming 3rd.
Right. Who did Ben beat in the first one?
Ben beat Ron Kelly twice.
Right.
I think it was 11-4 or 5, and then 11-10 in the final, the ultimate final. The second one was won by Johl after beating
Rusty.
Ben in the last 3, and then beating Rusty twice.
And that one was different, I think. Johl and Rusty's first match was like 11-8, and then Johl ended up just, I think, destroying Rusty, I think 11-3 or 11-4 in that final.
Rusty was mentally gone in that second one. It was really tough for him.
Yeah.
That was a big day for him, and he just couldn't quite deal with it in the end.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, pretty sure in the first Big Guns, I think Johl knocked Ben out early from the winners half, and then Ben beat him.
Knocked you out, and then Ben
knocked him out.
Yeah.
So they knocked each other out of one side of it, and then Joel's knocked Ben out of the winners half of this, obviously 2 matches ago, and so pretty much no one else can beat these 2 except each other.
Yeah, well, races to 11, it's very hard to beat the best players over that length, because if it's 11, if you're going to beat people 11-10, that's what basically talking about like a 53 or 54% chance of beating someone. And
yeah, that's right, Dave.
Over that length, most of the great players are going to beat anyone else in Australia by at least that margin.
Yeah, that's right. And as I've said, these guys finish up the top in everything. So I can't even think of anything Johl hasn't won at least once in the last couple of years. He's just been on fire. Benny's had a quiet patch, just making making semis.
Ben's also hasn't played as many tournaments lately, just for setting up this pool hall, and it's just
he's
an
been
awesome view.
been very, very busy.
Yeah, and he's gone a great lengths to setting the pool hall up and this event just for everyone. And if you've never been to Bar 8 in Bundoora, you have to come here because the place is just looks amazing.
Yeah, sensational venue.
Yeah.
445 Grimshaw Street, Bundoora.
Do you see the bowling pin on Grimshaw Street? You know you've come to the right place.
That's the one.
And, this event has had, was it 12 tables reclothed?
Yep.
Yep, so there's
12 tables reclothed and re-rubbered. And they're playing beautifully, as you well know, Dave.
Yeah.
And the 4 Rileys, all the tables reclothed and recovered by all-star pool tables.
Yep.
John Russell is JR, as everyone knows him. Buffett, as some others know him, and Happy Feet, as some others again know him.
And the break dancer, as he might be known as now.
Yeah. Yes. And all table sports have provided the 4 Rileys for the finals of this event and the finals of the Anzac Comp, which is on tomorrow. Benny's just taken that a bit easy.
He got off that straight away. So he's obviously he must have hit it wrong before he even started.
Yeah, I reckon he did, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow this one back.
Thank you. Jamie Stevens has just offered commentary relief if we need it.
Pretty smashed though.
He's
pretty
smashed. But he is the Bruce McAvaney
Also,
of
just
Q
like to
Sports.
thank Rusty Rilla for chopping up multiple times against Ben Nunan to make me 200. Thank you.
You helped to recloth the tables as well. You've done a great job here, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, we're very happy with how they came up.
Yeah.
But a few people say that they're as good as any tables they've played on. So.
Yeah. Well, you've helped do these ones as well as the ones in Geelong as well.
Yeah, I do. I do work for JR All-Star Pool Tables. And that might have been on the line the other day, though. I unfortunately knocked him out of this tournament. I was 6-3 down, and a few people came up and said, "Come on, Butters, your job's not that important." And I thought, you're right. And then got on it and played well. All right, Joel has the one trouble ball to get on, which will probably go in the middle. He might have to catch a bit of rail first. It is a fraction tricky. Just working out which way he wants to go, if he's going to play it in the middle or he's going to try and play it up the top.
Got a question from Kimo online asking if the Benny Ron Kelly score was 11-10, 11-10.
Was it?
He's asking.
He was asking, or is he asking, or is he correcting me?
Not really sure.
All right. I think it was. I thought the first one was a bit easier, and then the second one was 11-10.
The last one was definitely 11-10, Kimo. I'm not sure about the first one. Sorry, we can't help you there.
If I'm wrong, I apologise. It's been known to happen.
Five years? 5 years ago, Big Guns?
Only be about 3 years ago, I think. It was the second one was
2010.
Second one was 2 years ago, and the other one was the year before that at the Gold Coast.
Because there was a tournament that was made where there was an 8-ball or 2-shot 8-ball American 9-ball and snooker.
Yep, there
that was like a Big Guns, sort of like a tri-series sort of thing.
Yeah, that was in Queensland as well. This is a great shot from Johl. He's a bit stiff there.
Almost. Well, he may be able to swerve around it, but it's going to be a pretty tough swerve from where that is.
Yeah, I don't like the swerve because he's going to the wrong side of it. If he's got across the table, he's got to take it, drop it in, and just take the black long.
Yeah. Although if you go cross court, you just give it just a little bit of juice to get the wide off the side rail when you do this.
Yeah, Benny's going to be looking at this going, please let me get back to the table.
Yeah.
Well, he hit it. Hit it absolutely fine. I hope they know it wasn't a foul.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hit it at that pace.
So am I actually, mate. It's
because I'm not sure if he realised the black was on in the corner.
On the other hand, he might have done that just to square it up a little bit.
Yeah, good call.
Now, how does Benny go about this?
Well, I think I'm not sure if he has angle on the one on the left corner, but he might be able to pot that and get on the one on the left rail and then play it, well, linking balls that way, I guess. He might be able to play the one down around us in a way where he can play safe if he misses, because the rails are quite, or the pots down the rail are quite tight.
He might be able to jam that red out. He won't like it. I think he's just going safe. No.
It's dead straight. Don't know what he's laughing about though.
He's worried about time fouling, I think. My wonderful girlfriend, Lani, she's over there timing him.
Should be screaming 30 seconds over the Saturday night.
She certainly would.
Saturday night noise. Ben's in a bit of trouble here.
I reckon you're right.
He might be able to play this in a way where he can hit the yellow off the side jaw, the snooker Johl.
He can even nick this.
And he's
not
sure what he tried to do.
That's not as silly as it looks. If the black doesn't go down in this corner, which it probably does, I reckon, but it leaves Johl. Johl doesn't have the option to just roll it out and play in the black in the middle now, which he would have liked to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't 2 shots. Ben thought it was 2 shots. I might have to go clarify this for him. 1 sec, Dave.
Yep. Butters just clarifying that it wasn't 2 shots. I think they're all in understanding.
Yeah, Benny's thought he had 2 shots there.
That's a strange shot to play if you had 2 shots. Surely you'd get your dead yellow out.
Well, you'd think so.
I mean, that would have been his automatic reaction, just to get that off the rail, and then he's got 3, well, not easy shots, but he's got chances to go game. This must be on.
Well, he's played it the percentage way. He's made sure he's overhit it, so he's at least got a shot on either pocket if he ran too fast. So
yeah,
shouldn't have a drama with this Johl.
They just smack this in confidently.
Yeah, it should be 2-1.
That's what these players do. They pot these confidently. No inner overshots here.
And he's done that.
So you're more likely to miss those inner overshots if you play them tentatively.
Absolutely.
And you're less likely to pot them. And at this level, you're more likely to not get a shot afterwards.
Yeah,
so
that's right. You've got to hit him. If it was a coloured ball,
you'd do the same
just knock
thing.
it straight in. So
yeah. It's 99 out of 100. You pot that.
Yep,
and
that's
it
right.
sets yourself up for the rest of the match too. Even though it's early games, you still want to. We have to play confidently now. You're at the business end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Difference between winning $3 grand and $7 grand sort of thing.
Spot on, Dave.
Backwards jargon. Johl doesn't care. Watch the pack though. Open up a little bit.
He's got one in. And the Reds are definitely the go. He's got one to the middle, which he will undoubtedly take. He's got a red close to the same middle, the right middle, that he will probably use to get down and nudge the other one.
Yeah.
Looking at it all, mate, he's looking pretty good here.
So his biggest shot will come up after he pots this red in the middle. He has to get from the red in the top left corner down to where he can get a shot on the red in the right middle.
Yeah, well, he's got to make sure he misses that yellow in the middle of the table, because that's basically the path he's going to want to take.
Yeah.
So he just play this and hold.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays this, and then plays the red in the top left, and then plays the red in the bottom left to then get onto the red in the middle.
I reckon he's overhit that a fraction. He probably would have wanted a little bit more angle there.
He's got a few linking balls. Let's see what he does.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he's in trouble by any stretch. It's just he really has to punch it now, and he would have liked to just be able to roll it up the table, I think.
Yeah. He just has to think about how he's going to get on this crucial shot. That yellow in the middle of the table might haunt him. But
well, whoops, that's no good.
Do you think he tried to get the red out?
I don't know why though. He has struggled with his white a couple of times, if you remember, in the last match against Benny, just playing those little stun shots off the cushions and that. He mistimed a couple. One he tried to run through and just snooker the hell out of himself.
That's right, yeah.
So he's obviously not really comfortable with them.
Yep.
They do bounce a little bit funny. What's he screw onto this now?
Are we trying to kill the black? I don't know what he's trying to do.
I reckon he's just trying to play the red off the inside of there, the yellow on the right, on the left cushion, and nudge the cannon here. No, what? I don't understand that at all. Ben can play the plant here, and the other yellow's going to hold off the black. And I don't understand why you'd leave Ben that much.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, whatever you do, it's more likely that he's going to have a shot to try to take control of that bottom left pocket. So you have to do something to force Ben to not have that shot. And there was very few options into how to actually do that. So I'm not really sure what Joel's trying to do.
And keep it in mind too, Ben's flying at the moment, so if he gets half a sniff here, if he plays...
He's played smart.
That's a good shot. If he plays one of those covers or just nudges something and they sort of come out all right, he's going to be having a dip 100%. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Joel just gave him 2 here. just take control of the bottom left pocket. Ben will have at least 2 dead balls to get out.
He's going to want to be careful on this too.
Keeps the frame in the balance. Not really.
Yeah, I still
just doubles it back.
Benny can do a bit of damage here though. Oh, that's come off. That's squared up. But there's room underneath it.
Yeah.
So it is right in the balance at the moment. Next one to play a great shot's going to have control of the frame.
Yeah. Joel can either take this one in the middle of the table or take the yellow closest to him and try to block the bottom right pocket.
I think he's going to have to try and pot this, I reckon. Which I reckon he did.
To be honest, I actually forgot which balls he was on. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
No, he's still on reds.
It's a long night. He's still on reds. He hasn't changed the yellows.
No.
So
no,
just
no
be aware of that,
swapsies.
folks. You don't change the colour of your balls while you're playing. Butters is thinking about that statement. And he's trying to think of a witty comeback, except he can't, so he's being cleverly silent.
I've got plenty of witty comebacks and just none I feel safe to say on air.
That's a big hit by Ben. That's just huge.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, got to keep this stream
killed 2 birds with one stone there. Yes, correct. He's not only has he got his dead ball out, he's left Joel no shot, so Joel's just going to tuck up, make Benny waste one. Now, call me crazy, but if I was Ben here, I'd be going Greek style on this and try and knock it straight in the centre. Because if he can manage to get 2 shots, if he can manage to have 2 shots here, if he knocks that in, he's on the other one in the middle, he can get down and do something with his pocket.
I like that shot. I didn't think of it. That's what he's done. He's obviously heard you. That's a big hit.
Oh, he'll be
nice try, Ben.
Yeah, I don't think so, mate. He'd be disappointed with that.
Yeah. Because now Ben,
he'd expect to get.
You don't think Ben will go game from here, so he has to pot one of his balls and then take control of the bottom left pocket.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Well, he doesn't really have options. He's got to take the one in the middle of the three on the right-hand side of the table. So
yeah,
drop down and just oh no. Well, I don't hate that. The only thing is, if Johl plays now with that ball, it was just going to kick straight out, the one touching the red. But now, because there's an extra ball there, if Johl plays it, the yellow's going to go cushion yellow and then nudge the red up.
Yeah.
The only bad thing for Johl in that instance, if he does play that shot, is the red's probably going to stay in there.
Yeah. He has to make sure where the yellows are going though, just in case they don't hit that red. So he's just making sure.
And also he's pushing it. Is he playing it straight or is he?
He might be fine cutting this and white onto the black. Ooh, hitting the other one. Neat.
Not a lot of options for Ben here. He's got the one up the top.
For a double into the middle.
He won't like the double because he's coming back into these balls, pushing them over to that other red.
Well, he might be able to play the soft double into the middle and put the white in the back rail near his yellow on the rail.
Yeah, could do.
He's always looking for aggressive options. So he might be able to pot two balls and then try to take control of the bottom pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, that's undoubtedly what he'll do. He might even try and get on that other one down there.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit risky though.
Yeah. And there he was probably trying to play to maybe get onto the yellow in the middle so he can get his hard ball out.
It looks pretty straight, but he's got a bit of angle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got just a bit, but I think he's got just too much angle to get his yellow out. I wouldn't be surprised if he just blocks the pocket here.
Well, it's a risky option just trying to block it, because if you don't give it a little bit, you're leaving the red there.
Yeah.
I tell you, with the black and the red sitting where they are, I reckon it's almost worth having a go here.
I mean, you could slow roll this yellow in, and then double the other yellow back. So he's got a hard yellow, so we could double that yellow back towards the
that is
bottom
a good
left.
option too, Dave. I don't mind having a go here, just with the red and the black there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a bit stiff there.
But he can still play a fine cutter or double back to get control of that pocket.
He can play the fine cut, but he's gonna. I'll tell you what, he's not far off pushing the black straight up in the top corner.
Yeah.
Or he can play it fatter and play it off the red. Then he doesn't have to hit it as hard.
Yeah.
That's fine, I mean, so he won't hit the cannon as hard.
If he does that, the red might die on the side rail and kill his yellow.
Yeah, that could happen too.
See what he does.
Well, he's looking at the double now, so. Oh, he's just short.
This gives Johl a bit of a sniff. Basically, every shot here has to be pretty much perfect, because he's going to be using the red in the bottom left to get the other balls out.
Unless he plays the plant first.
Well, I think that the red below the black actually goes in the bottom right corner, so he might not have to do any work. But he's
got a half ball shot in the middle he could take to nudge him, but I don't think it's really worth it. But that's what he's doing. Or he's just
up with bottom. I think he's just on this cannon.
Yeah, he's on it.
But he might be on. He's on just the wrong side of it, so I'm not sure what he's going to do with his next shot. He might play this off the yellow and hold for the red.
Well,
really
I reckon you got to drill it and screw back. Oh no.
He's playing the other one and knocking the red out. That's smart.
Well, you've got to be careful where you don't trap your white here.
This just goes off the yellow.
It does, but if you get it wrong, you trap your white.
Did that hit a rail?
No cushion here. I don't reckon.
Not actually sure.
I'd like to see a replay of that one.
Yeah. If red hit a rail, I'm guessing it's the one near the pocket. But I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a great result for Johl anyway. Even with 2 shots, Ben's in a world of hurt, so.
Regardless of whether he has 1 or 2 shots, it's still Ben's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. He needs to try and do something, anything to try and make the black harder. That's about all he can do.
Yeah, waste 2 shots to do it. We only had 1.
I'll tell you, he hasn't made it really hard, but he's just made it a little bit awkward.
Johl has to have good cueing for this next shot. He's going to pot the one in the bottom left corner, but he has to avoid the yellow on the side rail, otherwise he might snooker himself.
Yeah, he does, mate. It's very easy to get yourself in trouble here. You know how hard it is to control balls, control the white when you're playing balls that are that deep into the pocket.
Yeah, I like over-screwing this. Just pretend you're playing for the white in the middle of a table.
Absolutely. Well,
and
that is a
hit that beautifully.
Fantastic shot.
And it was
pretty standard now for Johl.
Yeah. Standard shot, but you still take 100% on this just to make sure you get the white where you want it. Just basically where it is.
He takes 100% on everything, mate.
Yeah.
I reckon he takes 100% on everything when he's practicing.
I mean, you can take that shot for granted, then you overcut it or you underhit it, and leave yourself a fine cut in the black or something silly. Johl wouldn't do that. He's almost missed it though, but
he's just made sure when. Made sure he got around that yellow.
He's a bit of a crowd pleaser, Johl is. He likes to do blacks like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just messing with you.
Keep the suspense up.
Yeah, why not? It is 20-1.
Dan, can you please order me coffee? I'll pay for it. Just put it on my tab.
Drinks around.
Okay, 2-all. Benny to break. Oh, and he's dumped the white in the middle, and he will be
14 balls hit a rail.
Filthy with himself.
Yep.
And hello yellows. Yeah, Benny's just told us how much he loves it. And as I said, he is a huge fan of dumping the white in the middle.
Yeah.
No, you can stand there, mate. Wrong camera. Benny's a spastic. He dumped the white in the middle. Yeah.
Ben's trying to get hints off the commentary.
He's, as I said, he's just called himself a spastic. Well, Joel must have been running out of a little bit of time there, because that's about as fast as you will ever see him get down and play a shot.
When he might have hit that harder and ran into the black. Just to open his red up.
I think it took him
up.
that long to decide what to do. He didn't have time to think about that part of the shot. Now, this may not go in.
Might hit it firm and knock the red over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
he was in control of the frame.
I don't know, mate. He's yeah, but Ben's got room to do a bit. Not that it's not a bad shot, but
Ben might fine cut this red into Joel's yellow, try to pot his red in the middle and kill his yellow. Not sure what he can do else.
Yeah, I reckon it's a bit far along for that, but
yeah,
he will want to be doing something with that middle pocket. Yeah. Well, he would have liked that closer to the red and harder to the cushion, because Joel will have a go at double on this without any drama in the world.
Yeah.
He'll just have to watch his wide a little bit, Joel, because if he nicks the red on the way past, he can go straight down and dump it in the corner.
Yeah. Like you said, he can have a go at it, but he doesn't like it for some reason. He might be thinking he can get the yellow out and still have insurance. But
now,
playing that,
I'll tell you, that is one
have
hell of a careful shot, Dave.
Yeah.
And
now
there would have been a second there where he was thinking, oh my God, have I hit it hard enough? And he's not happy with it.
But now he's half in Strugglesville, because he can't block that bottom left pocket, because Ben can just get his hardball out and give Joel the pressure.
Yeah.
So he has to make a decision as to what he actually wants to do.
I'll tell you what, mate, out in the smokers room tonight, we had the karaoke on. And viewers, just be happy that you're not here for it. That's all I'll say about that.
I had some Joel's blocking the pocket. I had some happy chap on Wednesday night sing Toxicity by System of a Down.
Nice.
And he did a good job.
Did all right?
Yeah, it sounded exactly like Serge.
I'm sure it was brilliant, Dave.
Yeah.
Now,
he was enthusiastic.
What do you reckon about Benny? What do you reckon about Benny doubling this over that middle? He's just all he needs is some sort of result, even if he catches the outside jaw and it sits in front of the yellow. And it also makes it harder for Dave to play and get on that, for Joel to get on that yellow too. So I really like that shot.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that shot. Now,
it gives Joel the pressure now.
Well, that's what I said before. When Joel, he had the opportunity to double that ball straight away with Ben's ball still dead down here. I don't know why he didn't do that. He had a free go at it.
Yeah.
Now he can't play that shot without fear. I mean, if he plays it now and misses, it's over.
It looks like he's just going to knock the yellow out and leave Ben nothing. I didn't realise I didn't see that shot, but Joel's been playing like this all tournament. He's just been playing conservative and thinking about whether or not his opponent can pot out from certain situations. He might have left Ben a fine cut into the left middle, but the wide might also go into the right middle. Ben's probably thinking about. And also the red he's going to contact is going to go towards the bottom left.
Yeah, that's
a pretty clever shot by Johl, to be honest.
Well, time will tell how clever that is. He's probably just going to play the plant here and push it over that yellow.
It's clever.
Now, the reason that's such a good shot is because he didn't try and pot it.
Yeah.
And he didn't hit it too hard, because he hits it too hard and Johl can play it down here.
Yeah.
Into the bottom left corner.
But Joel's thinking of potting this and then playing a billiard, like a carom shot. So he pots the yellow on the middle, puts a white near the red on the bulk line, and then he plays a white onto his hard yellow and pots the bottom left yellow with the white. That's what he's thinking about.
Well, mate, good luck to him.
And he's fallen short.
Yeah. Well, what if Johl just plays this one in the corner, gets back a bit, and then he can just nudge him behind that yellow, run the red up the cushion a bit, and tie Benny up behind it, and he'll have no shot.
Haven't they look that way? Do you think the yellow's actually on?
It does look like there's a bit more room
from that
from
camera
over there,
view, it doesn't look like the yellow's on, but looking straight at it, it might be closer than we think.
He might move it here.
No, he's tried to move it.
He's tried to move it, so that would, to
Obviously
me, that would suggest that it's not on. But I
we're
tell you
about
what,
to find out.
that is an unbelievable result considering he's missed.
Yeah. But he could just whack this and screw back and put the white in the back rail.
Yeah, he can, but that's what he's looking at. He might be knocking the plant straight up the rail.
Yeah. I'm like, well, he's actually, where he's pointed his cue, he probably thinks he can pot it. So yellow into the jaw and then off the red and then in the corner, in the middle.
Well, get out of the way, Johl. We can't see, mate.
He's gotten a result.
You reckon that's the result?
Well, he's pushed one of the reds to the side rail at least.
Yeah.
That's the only result I can see, and he hasn't given, like, Ben has to move reds around to go game.
I don't think Ben will be too upset with that. Those two, we can play a plan into the middle.
Yeah. He'll have options at least to get that red off the rail, or he'll just play a double onto it.
Or he'll play a double. And with the black where it is, even if he leaves that till last, he's got a natural ball. He can natural ball run that and run around.
Yeah.
And land on the black. But yeah, I don't think Johl will be expecting another shot, to be honest.
I'll pop the red into the corner first. Jamie wants a piece.
Jamie Stevens is starting to get a bit violent towards us. Wants to have a crack on the microphone.
I cannot believe it's got us twice. I need to get involved at some stage. So when you guys want to break, let me know. Other than that,
thank you, Jamie. We'll be sure to let you know as soon as we need a break. Well, here we go. Benny's obviously got a plan. We're about to see it.
So he has to overcut this, but it shouldn't matter.
I reckon he can knock that red in.
Yeah. The shot that'll matter will come in 2 shots' time.
Yeah, he's definitely not where he's wanted to be, but what can he create out of this? Viewers, I know you all love Jamie Stevens' commentary. Mate, he is behind us at the moment, and he is telling everyone how good he is at it. Oh, that's a great attempt. Now, does that yellow still go? Well, Benny might not have much of an option here. He might have to play this down the rail.
Screw back.
Yeah, but I don't know. The ref won't go anywhere either.
Well,
They
by
might
his
be in
body
strife.
language, he's not happy.
He's not happy, but I don't think I might get me me little brother to have a look. That yellow does it plant down the table? Does that yellow pass the black? It did pass the black. That's why he wasn't able to play the shot I was thinking. But as it is, he's well, he hasn't pushed the yellow out far enough, or too far. A little bit of awkward queuing for Johl, but he's in the pocket, so he should be able to get the cue at it. So he shouldn't have any dramas with this.
Yeah.
And he's hit that very well, with conviction. Yeah, pretty standard finish for Johl here. Not perfect, but it will do. Just enough of, just one of those shots, just enough to make you think about it.
Yeah, that's why he's checked twice.
Yeah, as you saw, yeah, he's had a second look. He'll get it.
See his queuing then? He had a bit of a reverse butters going on there. And then inwards chin queuing.
Just tilting the head a bit. It's really the reverse ex-Jimmy Della.
Reverse Niels. Works.
3-2 Johl.
It's caused by Johl Fuller.
Must be charged.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This mouse is working.
Toilet break's done. Johl to break at 3-2 up. Whoever Eddie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is, Ben Nunan calls himself a spastic every time he dumps the white straight in the middle. So it's not us coming up with it, that's himself. And he came over and said, tell everyone that I'm a spastic. So get over yourself, buddy. And Gus DeGiorgio telling us to get Jamie on the mic. Bugger off, mate.
He'll be talking like Stallone.
Yeah, I'm... well, some people have got nothing better to do than just type bad stuff about stuff everyone else is doing. Get a hobby, mate. You obviously can't play pool.
Ben try to pot this in the bottom right.
Well,
and he did that too well.
That's a pretty fair shot there. I reckon that went in a lot easier than he thought. He should be on the one.
Yeah.
Should be able to drop this one down the rail.
Because he's played it at a pace where the white ball doesn't link to any other ball. So I'm not sure whether he actually wanted to pot that. Because he's got control of the bottom left pocket.
Yeah, but there's still
room.
He
can't pot out.
Yeah, he can't, but there's still room there for Johl to jam it out or...
Yeah.
And he's played safe here, and that's
almost a good shot. He's left Johl on a ball, but Johl can't do much from here.
Yeah.
I don't think. He might be able to swerve around and pot it, but...
He's a touch unfortunate that those two ended up touching each other.
Yeah, true.
He's giving himself a bit more work. But he has control of the table, which is the main thing. So.
What do you reckon if he can? The yellow closest to him on the left, double that into the two yellows in the bottom left corner. Try and
get a result, yeah. Well, he's just trying to get a bit of control here, Johl, and that ball's perfect angle. Now Ben needs to hide. There's nothing else for it. He's going to have to try and hide here, but he'll want to separate those two reds too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he can hit the right. He's going to... Looks like he wants to try to disturb his two reds down the bottom, but he might be able to hit the right red of that cluster at the top of the table, bring the white off two rails, and then hide the white again.
Yeah, absolutely.
The shot he tried to do.
And you've called that correctly. And he's left him on, but still some work here. And although he's left Johl the opportunity, Johl still needs to play a ripper of a shot to get a yellow into that pocket.
Yeah.
And that pocket being the bottom left, not the one he's playing this at. Yeah, whoever Eddie is, I'd probably just stop typing stuff, mate, because you're copping a barrage. We didn't mean any disrespect. There was no discrimination to speak of, so just watch the match, mate.
Johl's just potted Ben's red, trying to, I think, take control of the pocket, but Ben doesn't have he might have a clear shot, I'm not sure, but he still has a lot of work to do to try to win the frame. And, well, it's become a lot easier playing that.
And he's probably going to play the bottom one, come out, and then, well, he probably has to leave one there, to be honest, because if he has a Hail Mary of this, or he might just try and get down and double kiss it and get on it.
He might be able to play it to top right and then just play it softly.
Okay, we are back. Some technical difficulties. The feed dropped out. Sorry for that, viewers.
Benny's asked us for sandpaper. I've got the Q-Wiz.
Benny's tried to get on that ball as we saw, and he's gone in off. So
Coming to Ben Nunan's rescue. Watch him win the fucking match from here. I'm telling you. Q-Wiz popping out of Stevens' case.
Jamie Stevens is going off his rocker. He's about to give Benny the talc. And he believes he is going to be Ben Nunan's saviour.
Where is he?
Now he can't even find him. Joel's just made a bit of an error there. He's still well and truly in control, but definitely should have had an easy out here. And he's gone pretty safe. Benny's probably in a bit of jail there. I'm not sure really what you can do here apart from maybe push the black into him and tie him up, make it a bit harder for him. So what is he going to do? I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's tried to play the double jaw shot and he's miscued it. So 2 shots for Joel. And he should be pretty right here. All right, I'll be back in 5, Dave.
No worries, mate. Joel's got a ball into the middle, and then he should have 2 balls into the right corner that he can pop. Shout outs to Joel Fuller, who's just sent me a message saying Chachi says hi to Q-Ball land, so thanks, Joel. It's race to 11, mate. Joel Younger is in the, he hasn't lost yet, so Ben has to beat Joel twice. And it's funny because the winners of the last 2 Big Guns tournaments have actually come from a loser's half. So history is against Joel at the moment, but Joel is well within his limits to actually win this tournament. Joel should be okay here. I think he's going to miss the red. We'll just play this off 2 rails and put the white near that chalk mark to the left of the black. So we'll probably just pop the black in the middle with a bit of bottom. Just put the white in the back rail as well, and black should go in the middle. Obvious statement is obvious, by the way. Yep. So it's 4-2 to Joel Younger in a race to 11.
Okay, bend to break, 4-2 to Joel. Just a quick reminder, Calcutta at 9 AM tomorrow, and at 9:30 they are raffling off, auctioning off, I should say, one of these fantastic Riley tables. So if anyone's interested, bar 8, 445 Grimshaw Street, Bundoora.
Near the bowling pin.
Near the bowling pin, Dave. Benny's come up dry.
These yellows look quite attractive.
They do look quite attractive. Benny needs to go back to that other break he was doing at the end of his last match. He's still hitting the ball okay, but just not seem to doesn't seem to quite be getting the area he wants to work in. So
yeah. At the moment, I think the problem ball is the one on the bottom right corner. Well, I'm not really sure it links to anything apart from there's a red that goes in the middle,
yeah,
the left middle, but I'm not sure how Joel's going to actually...
Tell you what, he might get on it now.
Yeah, good call. I actually thought he was more off angle on that yellow in the middle than what he was.
As did I, mate. So with a bit of Incubus playing in the background. And what a couple of machines these blokes are, fair dinkum.
That's sort of separated these two at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely hurting him. And Ben's being forced to play the game at Joel's pace at the moment, which will suit Joel down to the ground.
Yeah, of course. Like I said before, Joel's just playing within his limits at the moment.
Yeah.
Not doing anything too crazy because he knows he doesn't have to. He'll get plenty of chances if the game's a tie. He's a good enough tactician that he's got the goods to go game from mostly anywhere as well. He's just keeping it simple.
Absolutely. He's playing the percentages, and as I said, he's controlling the pace of the match. So Ben will know all this, and he'll just be waiting for that thing to get him going. Joel's getting balls off the break, Ben isn't, and that is hurting.
Yeah.
Well, that's a beautiful break. Just that one yellow that's stuck on the bottom rail, but that's so easy to move. It's so easy to move, it's not even funny.
The only thing he has to worry about here is screwing into the red and leaving the white dead on the rail if he tries to get it out now. You know what? He could play the cannon and run straight into the yellow if he wanted to, but he's opted to get rid of these balls.
Yeah, I don't reckon he's going to have any problems here. Probably overscrewed that a little bit. But unless something goes wrong, it should be 6-2 to Johl here. And if that is...
See, a shot like this can go wrong too. If he hits the red closest to this cannon, he might push the other red over the corner pocket.
Well, he should be able to play it half ball, then he won't hit the red. All he did, and that's, I'll tell you what, that's a good call, Dave. I actually glanced over at the table, and he could have easily played that half ball. Now, he's hit it a bit thin and did what you said, caught the red, and he's got himself in a bit of strife. Now, this is tricky. This is definitely tricky now.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking at his hard yellow, and there's a small gap where he can double it, but I'm not really sure what else he has. He might just be able to nudge the one on the left and just kill the white on the other red, but let's see what he does.
Well, he wants to go, mate. Well, this is a good opportunity for Ben. They're not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but be all over the shop.
If he plays a double back, he might pot the one over the middle of two rails.
Not only that, he might get the dead ball off the top rail. I'll tell you, oh, this is a race. It's a race, and Ben lost
it. Put the yellow in the same spot as it was before.
Yeah, that's not flash.
Yeah, and you know what? It's the yellow's on now, so Johl could probably just pot this one if he wanted to. Not sure where the black goes. I'm assuming the black just goes in the top left corner. But Johl looks to just be playing conservative, I think.
Well, I'm actually... Oh, I cannot believe he's done that. I would have thought for sure he takes the yellow across the bottom cushion.
And goes game.
Into the right, yeah, and then he plays the one he just nudged over the hole. He could have played that and rolled into the black and still had a shot in the last yellow, so...
Yeah.
After he's played the double, I thought he's in attack mode, and then he's done that.
Yeah.
And given Ben another opportunity. Very surprising.
So Ben has to ask himself, what shot can he play to have a chance of winning this frame? Because at the moment he's doesn't have much of a chance.
How about playing the red onto the yellow, the ones that are touching, and double kissing them? And you push the yellow. See, that's a good shot. You could have pushed the yellow across to the dead rail. That's a clever shot, though.
Yeah, it brings back the question as to whether Johl can cut that yellow into the bottom right corner. Because surely he would have played that shot his last visit.
I would have thought so.
But he obviously, the red's sticking out quite far, so maybe it is a lot trickier than we thought.
I still reckon it's on, mate, but...
The white is close to that back rail, so Johl probably can't screw back to play that shot, so...
Yeah, but there's no accident there. Ben's done that on purpose.
Yeah.
He's got to just miss this red in the middle here, and he certainly didn't miss it. He slammed it straight in. Now I'm going to go right out there on a limb and say this is framed to Benny.
Yeah. And then it'll be Ben's break next. I think. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Now, I dare say Joel will be a little bit frustrated with that because, I mean, that was a fantastic chance to go 6-2 up, and that's 6-2, 5-3, obviously very different.
Yeah, with Ben in the form that he is too.
Yeah, that's right. Even though he hasn't had much of a dip in the last few frames, he hit that ball in confidently, so he must be still feeling okay.
Yeah, with someone in that form too, it doesn't take much for them to regain shots to really put pressure on them.
Yep. I reckon he wanted to double that, but he's gone a bit far.
We could fine cut this and run into the two reds on the bottom rail.
Yeah, you want to be careful though. You get a bit of side on it.
This is easier. Ignore me, folks.
So you just play the plant now, and stun, play the red up the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Just nudge into him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, here comes the double and the split. No, he's going to go too wide.
He's looking at the cut.
He's just got to be careful not to do anything silly here. Joel's still got a dead ball on the bottom rail. Play this fine. Well, now you just run this down.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the wide across. What you don't do, Dave, is accidentally pot it and leave yourself behind the black. It's the only way you can really chop this frame up. And that's the percentage play. Not sure if I like it a lot. Joel chips this about quarter ball. It's going to come off the red and go over just to cause Benny some issues.
Yeah. You want to go roughly on the back rail where he's queuing.
Yep.
What do we know?
Just chipped it straight across. Now Benny's either got to, he's got to go the cut. He doesn't have an option. You can punch the other one off the cushion, but you're leaving him on. Play the cut. You got cover up the top.
Yeah, if you undercut it, you still create coverage.
Yeah, which is exactly what he's done. Now, Joel can pot this off the cushion, but I don't think he'll go for it because it'll be a very fine shot. I think he'll just try and roll up and nudge it.
I don't think he's snookered though, so I'm not sure if he can just nudge it. People have a tendency to undercut these off the rail.
Absolutely.
So wouldn't be surprised if he hits this thick. But he's played it well and he hasn't hit it hard enough.
It's sort of unlucky, but not really. He's hit it at a pace where if he was going to go for the pot, he had to hit it.
Something.
Yeah. And he knows that. I don't think he was trying to pot it, just trying to get it over.
Yeah.
And just get the white roughly where it was. I mean, that sits over and Ben's there. That's just about game over.
Yeah.
As it is, two cushions and try and knock the black in the middle here.
Yeah. It's a problem with that shot though. You can, if you're aiming to try to play safe, you leave Ben on one of the reds. But if you aim to pot it, you really have to commit to it and get the white out that much. But if you miss it, then you leave Ben on the red anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great attempt.
Yeah.
And as much as it's a great attempt, it's going to be framed to Ben.
Yeah. So Ben will be relieved to get this one.
Yeah, and he's still looking pretty comfortable over the cue, Benny.
Yeah.
Which is good. 5-3 Johl. Benny to break.
Hey, Butters.
All good, mate.
People think that you're entertaining.
People think I'm entertaining.
Yeah, they
well,
Gus wants to watch.
That's very nice of everyone to say, but
it's great.
Well, hopefully I am entertaining. I hope I'm not doing it for no reason, mate. Benny to break. 5-3. For the love of God, can he get a ball? And he did.
He got his right leg up there on that break. He gave us
yes,
some
he did. He did, mate. He's
got the.
He's given that an absolute.
Bustamante sort of.
He's given it an absolute flogging. I tell you what, he'd love to be on already. Actually, he'd love to be on anything here. He finally gets a ball off the break and he's in jail. That is rough.
About a fine cut of yellow into the. Fine cut this yellow and get this other yellow out.
Yeah, watch. Oh, that's a good result. If he's not on that, he is just on that one in the middle. The one sitting on the balk line. And he can play the other one off the cush, but yeah, that's what he's going for, the one in the middle. Just a little stun back. Right, now she's got one trouble ball. Correction, he had one trouble ball. Now he just needs a good cannon on the black here, or he can play back up the table. But it's a risky shot. It's a blind pocket. He won't like it. He just needs a good cannon on the black to hold here, and then play back up the table. I'll tell you, if he's looking at taking that on, he's feeling good.
I think he should take the one in the black because
he's going the way I said. Yeah,
he can't get on the other one.
Well, that's magnificent pace. Yeah,
so he's forced to. I think he's forced to take the one on the top right now.
Yeah, he's a lot finer on the bottom one than he looks. He was because he underhit that, as we saw. The ball only just reached the pocket. He was hoping to hit the black a bit fatter, which would have held, and he could have played this ball easier.
Yeah, watch out for going off in the middle off one of the reds.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's hit that as skinny as a Port Melbourne garfish, mate.
But sure Johl didn't think of it that way. He's just thinking, which reds am I going to pot in which order? He's not thinking about garfish at the moment.
Probably not, mate.
Although garfish are tasty.
They are good eating, mate. Now that's a funny shot, because it's the one that I was talking about that Johl got caught on earlier, playing that exact same shot.
Yeah, it's funny, like the when you play those shots with top where the cloth's new, the white tends to die when it hits that top rail.
Yeah, you just got to hit a little bit lower on the ball, and I don't mean low, I mean lower than top.
Yeah, it's more of a stun shot rather than a.
Yeah, you got to get the ball. You got to get it natural rolling.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just won't come out. Yeah, he'll still be alright. He's still pretty good here, Johl. Looking fine.
So the tougher shot Johl has is that one in the right middle pocket, and also the black, depending on how he wants to play it. Like he could probably pot this off the yellow if he wanted to. Well, now he's got both reds in the middle, so he just has to figure out which ball he wants to use to get onto the black.
All right, guys, come on. If you want me to comment on all this stuff you're saying, and then you're going to, have a go at me for saying it, what's the point? And yes, I did play like someone that's missing a few brain cells for a few frames yesterday. Were any of these guys actually in the tournament, Dan? There's a lot of people with opinions who, don't put it up.
Yeah, they're usually a lot of the people like that are like in other forums are called trolls, and they usually just get their messages deleted straight away and ignored or banned.
Okay. One for stuff to people's faces, mate, because the whole enjoyment for me is seeing the reaction on their faces.
Yeah,
it's not quite the same online.
Yeah.
But there's a very good reason I don't get on sites like that and send messages to people, and same reason I'm not on Facebook, mate, because I last about one day and people want to kill me.
Yeah. Does he screw back a lot?
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, sorry, guys. Misinterpreted that comment. Joel, he's got himself in a bit of trouble. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. I'm having a bad day if I have upset Andrew Bosman. He's one of the greatest individuals ever to walk the earth, which is incredible because he's from Adelaide. Only kidding, everyone from South Australia.
So is there a slight chance it'll pot the black and go in off in the middle?
No.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, well, there is, but he'd have to, no, it won't happen, mate. There's a good chance he'll miss it, though. And there's an even better chance Ben will go game. And I'll tell you what, Benny goes game here. Joel's missed opportunities in both of the last couple of frames.
You're right.
When all the balls seem to be rolling for Joel, and Ben will be very happy to be at 5-4, I think.
Yeah.
When Joel's missed a couple of balls to go 6-2 at one stage, so...
Yeah, so from 7-2 up to 5-4 up is massive, and this is, well he's just off centre, just perfect. Off straight, but he's still fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right. You just belt this in.
Yeah.
Get up on the back rail.
Not be straight.
And that's perfect.
It's good.
Plenty of angle. Probably just stun down the table. Something around about like that. Not perfect, but it'll do. All right. Now we certainly have a match on our hands. 5-4, both of them struggling a little bit.
It'll be interesting to see how Joel bounces back from this, because he's played a couple of bad frames in a row. Well, he's I shouldn't say bad frames, but just slightly missed opportunities.
Yeah, it's like I was saying before. It's those ones where you're just landing on the wrong side of balls. They're not big errors, but they just make the game harder.
Yeah. So that last one, he's just landed sort of an inch out of position, yet it's caused him to play a hard black instead of a chance to have an easier black.
Roth, we're going to bail. Spinal shit.
Yeah, Jimmy Della's not happy with the final, and I'm assuming that's because he's not in it.
Because he's not in it, and he's not as good as these guys.
But it is a great feeling commentating while he's rubbing me nipples. So one's and Dax is actually humping me leg at the same time. So this is just sensational stuff.
What do you think about Joel's back leg on the break?
About his back leg?
Yeah, a lot of leggy.
Give me and Dax the mic.
I think it's been working that well for him that Benny Nunan started doing it.
No, now 5 minutes. I think it's not right back. Take me off in between.
Okay, that's a good night to All right, I'm just getting asked weird questions all over the joint here. Anyway, back to the important stuff. Benny Nunan at the table.
Can you get it on your phone?
Yes, you can, Aaron.
There's a link to it that I haven't worked.
We've been trying.
Benny Nunan, he's got to be getting close to the time here. I don't know what's happened to the shot clock here, but someone must have forgotten the call because there has got to have been a minute. Oh, that's a good shot. He's a bit stiff. I think that still goes across the back rail, but either that or he's just going to tuck up. That really was
He
a
just
horrible
fended
kiss.
off James Deller and Dax at getting the microphone for 5 minutes.
Well,
they would have been hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, great for viewers at this.
Dax's big question to me was, what do you think about Joel's back leg on his break? And to be perfectly honest, after watching Benny break in the last frame, I said, I think it's been working for Joel, so Benny's actually had a dip at it. And it worked, he got a ball.
And then he's had to play safe.
He's gone for cover there, and that's a pretty good option because he got a bad kiss, didn't really have a lot to go for.
Joel could return the favour here if he half balls his red and puts it behind the yellow.
Yeah. He could do. It may not be that easy. This is good stuff though, mate. I mean, it's all good to watch. I mean, a couple of the matches today, they've just been out after out, but
yeah,
this is what it's about. When both players are finding it difficult,
yeah,
that's when it matters. As we were saying before, it's about your B game. Everyone. Well, I can't believe he was on that, and you're dead right, mate. This is marathon stuff. You need the fitness for it. You don't need it, but it helps. It helps a great deal because your concentration doesn't drop out, and we both know how much energy it takes playing these things. So
yeah,
these guys really are gladiators of Q sports, mate.
Just need a big gladiator logo.
We do, yeah.
Gladiators. Ben Nunan.
Yeah, more blood.
Joe Younger.
More blood in pool. That's what we need. Well, he hasn't
need
hit that well, but he's got a result, Benny.
Like quarterly session intervals where they just like go at it with quarterstaffs.
Where they punch on.
Yeah.
I think Benny will go from number 1 in the country to about number 346. Yeah, I don't think I'd be putting any money on Benny's gladiatorial skills. $1.04 he would not be.
They have weirder things like chess and boxing combined.
Yeah, there's
weird stuff like that happening.
Yeah, Chechen boxing. This is a big shot. It's the only thing Joel's got here. That's a great shot. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Seriously?
To go through both of them.
And how stiff was that? That was... I cannot believe he's come back through that gap.
Both gaps.
The gap's a lot bigger between the red and yellow than it looks on your screen. But still, I mean, fair dinkum.
You might just be able to roll this one in the middle and then take control of the top left pocket or even pot the red there.
Oh, that's gone in by the skin of his teeth. And, mate, he's still got work here. That's not the angle you want to be on, trying to play that ball inside the yellow, because there's not that much room. He's going to have to come back down here. And realistically, if he wants to go game here, he's going to have to play the red off this yellow in the bottom right. He's still playing this.
Yeah. Might be able to cut it.
I don't reckon it was really going to go at that pace.
Ben's got a sniff here.
I didn't like the shot at that pace, Dave. It's like I said, it was tighter than it. There wasn't a full ball's room there, so nudging it at dead weight really wasn't going to do any damage.
Yeah. This also, I think, forces Ben to play the ball he doesn't want to play first. So I'm not sure if Ben can play safe here. He might be forced to. Well, he might have a cannon on that he can sort of play, but he's not at the right angle to do it.
Well, just gone over and have a look. That yellow will go. It'll just go under the red. He needs to hold, and he has.
Sure.
The yellow down the bottom right will go under in between the red and yellow. It will glance off the yellow and go in, but you want to be pretty good on it.
Well, he might even be able to play this yellow in the bottom left.
Yep.
Play the yellow in the bottom right, and then the other yellow sort of between that red and the black will go in the top left.
Yep.
And he can hold for the black wherever he wants.
This is very true too. Yeah, well, he's got a.
That's what he's looking at.
So this is this positional shot. I can't see him missing the actual shot if he gets on it, but it's just making sure he stuns it, keeping the hand loose.
I think he's just on the wrong angle.
Well, realistically, I mean, he can drop it in dead weight and still be on that shot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, dead weight. If he knocks it in dead weight and even rolls through a half an inch, he's still fine. Well, I think he's just on it.
He's shaking his head. I don't think he's on this.
I'll ask the great man, Rusty Wheeler. He's on it, mate.
He's fine cutting this in the top right by the looks of it. Oh.
Oh.
I didn't realise he was on that.
He was on it.
But he's just rushed it.
He's actually caught too much of it.
Ben just tried to, I guess, come off 4 rails to try to pot that yellow, but he went straight in off.
Holy crap! Butter's got a huge head. I had to shrink the microphone down to minimum size to actually fit over my ears.
Anyway. Jamie Stevens is a special commentator. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I've had a bit of a time off. I thought I actually deserved the amount of time I put in over the weekend, and I apologise to the crowd. I'm actually fairly drunk and enjoying myself tonight and relaxing a little bit because I'm not capable of making the business end.
What do you think of this match so far? Who do you think will take it out?
No, it's such a tough match. I mean, Joel's looking favourite here to go 6-4 up, but before this frame even occurred, you just don't know, do you? I mean, it's such a big match.
Yeah, Johl should get this frame.
I mean, in my opinion, it's the biggest match so far. Now, I'll tell you something about that shot there, Roth. A lot of players would have played up and down off the rail and gone back down the table, but Johl's so confident in his ability, he's just stunned off it and just says, you know, I'll just take this slightly. Oh, geez, hit it.
And he's got
two shots?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes all the sense why he's playing soft. So I was just going to say, if he had one shot, he would have punched it in, but he's got 2 shots, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And he's playing very. I mean, I've said it a lot of times, but he's playing within his ability as well.
Well, his ability
just keeping
is
it simple.
But exactly, and you know what? And you know, I'd like to use yourself as a contrast here, Ross. I think you play the same way. You play within your ability, play the right shots nearly all the time. Take your time, you do the right things, and this is what Johl does. And this is why you've just won a tournament recently, or multiple tournaments recently. And this is why Johl wins tournaments as well. The big end. He's a class player, and I'll tell you what. He's dealing with a world-class player as well in Ben Nunan, who's multiple world titles, semis and quarterfinals. So we've got a big match on our hand here. I mean, personally myself, I'm great friends with Benny. I love to see him win it. But the worst part for me is, and all the viewers out there, is Ben's won a big guns tournament. Johl's won a big guns tournament. So surely everyone else wants someone else to win a big guns tournament.
Yeah, of course.
We all want the change of leadership to move to someone else. So who's that going to be? And one of these guys are going to have a double chance.
We have to improve, don't we? I mean, a race to 11 is so long.
Well, we've got Rusty or Rusty or whoever loses this. Basically, and that's not going to happen tonight. So I'm sure it's not going to happen tonight. I mean, we're at nearly midnight, aren't we, Ross?
It's almost 2 o'clock, mate.
Well, I've lost track of time.
This is the first final, so if Ben wins this one, we could be up for a late night.
Mick Scary's actually sent me a drink at 1:45 in the morning. What time is it actually now?
It's 1:45 in the morning.
Well, I've actually that's amazing. He's actually just spent that. He's obviously realised I've shot on the microphone. He's actually said to me, look, Mick, I'm still drinking. I've had a fair few to drink.
I'll take a break,
I'm enjoying myself. I don't know why you're not down here involving yourself in the business, but anyway, you obviously think you're a fair dinkum result tomorrow. And to be honest, Roth, I don't know how actually going to be fair dinkum to play tomorrow. I mean, we've gone from playing race to 11 to playing race to 3 tomorrow. It's going to feel like an impossible mission, isn't it? But it's a different tournament, and the best players are going to have to adapt to the different conditions. And I think it's fantastic, because I reckon you're going to see a few upsets tomorrow. I think you're going to see a couple of these guys who think, you know what, I've just played a race to 11 all weekend, and now I'm playing some bloke that I've never met before. I've just got to beat him twice. All I've got to do is do him 2 or 3 times, and they might get done.
I think
because they're so busy worrying about trying to pot out from nowhere. They might get done.
Yeah, you're right. I think a lot of people will still be in marathon mode too, whereas tomorrow is more about a sprint. And it's so easy just to be caught up in that. You know, I just have to play better than he does over 2 hours, rather than I have to take my chances really, really early.
Immediately, that's correct. Yeah, and
that's a bigger.
It'll be very interesting tomorrow. I think you'll see a lot of the big guns that are in this tournament will become little cap guns and firing little blank shots in the main tournament tomorrow, because best of 21, much different to best of 5.
Yeah.
So we will see what happens. I could be completely wrong, and all the big guns will make the final, but we've seen a lot of times in the past a little few smokies getting through into last 8s and last 4s and whatsoever. So and I think that's great for the game too, to be honest.
Well, the big guns have been used to trying to pot out all the time, whereas tomorrow it's just there's going to be a lot more matches where it's going to be decided on who enjoys blocking pockets more, and we're not necessarily that. Well, it is about that, I guess.
Well, if we play on these 4 Riley tables we're on, they're a little bit more open, but they're tricky tables. But if we play on some of the other tables, the rails are really tight.
Yeah.
They're tough to play on, and I think to be honest, the more veteran and more experienced players and the better players have got used to that condition. So I don't think we'll have any upsets as far as tomorrow's concerned in the early rounds. But you never know. A lot of guys wake up feeling pretty average. I'm one of them. And I rely.
People have won tournaments feeling average.
Well, I personally rely. I rely heavily on drawing a reasonably, I guess you could say easy second or third round, because I like to play. I like to get myself in, but yeah, if you play a top line player first up, you've got to be right on your game. It's a bit tougher.
Yeah.
The one is controlling the traffic.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
One
back in a couple of minutes, guys.
We're going to play one more match tonight, and that's it, guys. I think. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have a final tomorrow. And I'm going to guess it's going to happen after the Anzac tournament. I reckon they're going to get things started roughly around about 7:30 p.m. Just a guess. I don't think anyone's really worked it out from now, because this is the biggest tournament we've ever had in history of 8-ball tournament in Australia, and it's gone a lot longer than what people expected. And look, you've got to expect that sort of stuff. And 4 days, in my opinion, a 4-day tournament's not out of the equation when you're playing the big guns, and combine it with Anzac Day. I think you combine both. You've only got a handful of players playing at the business end, and they've already granted the qualification to the guys that have already made it to Saturday. If they're still playing the big guns, I was a big enough imbecile to qualify last weekend and make it to today and not have to qualify, but I'd already done it, so good on me and nobody else, I think. One standing next to me, she qualified. She's buzzing about the whole situation. She's a co-tournament organiser, and I'll tell you what, I cannot give a big enough rap to her and Jojo for running the whole situation. But he's having a bit of a laugh. He's probably going to jump on the microphone very shortly with me. In fact, he's going to...
I'm a little bit nervous about jumping on the microphone with you, mate.
He's going to jump on the microphone with me right now, because Benny's just about to break off. I've got to just slightly lower my voice and calm down a little bit after all the jism talk.
Okay, this is, I'll tell you now, this is going to feel like Eddie Maguire feels trying to control Sam Newman and worried about what he's going to say every week.
Buttersuck's got no chance of controlling me. I've had about 16 wild turkeys, and I get a bit aggro on the stuff, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. And look, it's not about me, it's not about Butters, it's about the two blokes out there playing pool right now.
Well, it's probably a little bit more about me than you, but that's cool. It's more about them.
Look, Butters, I reckon I'm more important than you, but right now the bloke with the bluish, whatever his colour shirt is just lining up a red who wants the cannon.
All right.
It's all about Johl now.
That would be Johl, and he has made an error.
I agree. I don't think that's what he exactly wanted to play, but the thing is, when you look at the table, Benny's certainly not favoured to pot out right now.
No, he's not favoured to pot out,
dodgy.
But I tell you what he can play. He can play that plant, the two yellows straight. Like in the middle, but
if he does just play the shot, Butters, geez, I'm slurring my words.
Just a fraction, mate. Yeah.
He will cannon the. Well, actually, we're not even talking about it anymore because he's played different shots, so don't worry about it.
What we didn't even realise, mate, was it was open table.
Yeah, I didn't realise he was even on that ball. So I actually thought the same thing as yourself. Nice little cannon from Benny there.
So as much as we didn't think Benny was going to go out, he's a very good chance of it.
Yeah, it's all about these two yellows. Why am I talking about yellows, Butters? I'm talking about reds near the black, the left-hand side of the black. What is he going to do with them? They're not on. There's no natural plan on. They're not in any pocket. What's he going to do with them, Butters? Tell me all about it now.
Well, what he can do is if he gets high on the red that's in the middle of the table, he can play red onto black, and that will cannon the red in. He's just got to do it either hard enough to bounce the other red out or soft enough to not push it dead on the rail.
Yeah, he decided he's going to eliminate his ball, which I think is a good option. And he's actually, you know what? The way he's played the shot, he's going to go into him.
He's going to try and get into him now.
And I'll tell you what the danger about this, Bud, is there's a yellow down by the far pocket, which cause a lot of disruption for the attempted out here.
Could be. Depends which way he's going here. He's either going to the middle or he's going to go long. No, he's taking the middle.
I think quarter ball left-hand side of the first red.
Well, mate.
I was talking to you when I said that. I looked at you.
He's.
I didn't even see how he caught it. Did he catch a ball?
He's caught him perfect, but he's landed a little bit close to the one red, and I think he's left the red in front.
Did he catch a quarter ball left-hand side? That was what I thought, but it looked like he might have caught a little bit fuller.
A little bit fuller.
And if he had caught it just a touch more, I think he would have been out a little bit on this ball, and he would have been okay. But
and it's funny you should mention a little bit fuller, because there's a little bit Johl fuller just sitting next to me. He's just rocked up after listening to our commentary for the last, well, what feels like 27 hours, and isn't probably a long way from the truth.
And I got to say, like, I don't know, I might be talking crap about myself. I have to give myself a pump up once now and again, because I certainly don't do a Nate ball, but the guys that have missed me commentating, I actually deliberately dodged the situation to play for a couple of dollars against a couple of guys, and just to give some of the other guys a go. So if you have actually missed me, I apologise. I'm back.
I'll tell you what, that shot Benny Nunan just played wasn't
a freak show shot.
That was an absolute pearler.
I don't actually think people realise how good that shot was. And I'll tell you what, he's actually underhit that.
He's had about a quarter of a pocket to hit it into.
He actually underhit that, but I'm sure it comes back. He'll come with the bottom roller, yeah. Oh, jeez, I'll tell you, I'm worried about this shot. That's a shocker.
You can't seriously land there. No, he's good.
I'll tell you, that was not a good shot for me. He's actually, I reckon he's got a bit fortunate landing there, because you want to land sort of way down in bulk line for that. He's actually a little bit fortunate, in my opinion. He did not hit it with the pace it deserved.
What I'll say was, where he wanted to land was with a shot on the black, and he did that, and he got
Fair
it.
call. And I'll tell you what, if you went over to Benny and said, where do you want to land there, he would have said, oh, yeah, about on the bulk line. So he's about 2 foot short.
I reckon he would have said, with a shot on the black, mate.
Yeah, fair call, but I'm telling you now, he would have liked the bulk line.
No, you're right, mate.
And as it turns out, it doesn't really matter. He is now 5-6 down on Johl, and Johl's break. In my opinion, this should be the best match in the whole tournament.
Well, mate, I was talking about it earlier in your absence, and saying how these two, there's been 3 big guns tournaments, and these two have finished in the top 3 in every one of them. So they are, going by those statistics, well and truly the 2 best players in the country.
Yeah, and just to bear in mind, the winner of this has a double chance in the grand final. The loser plays Rusty Wheeler?
I think you might be a little bit behind
Actually,
the times.
I'm way behind the times.
This is the actual final. So Ben needs to beat Johl twice.
I've actually had a drink about 70,000 times.
I know,
I'm actually fairly drunk, and the actual fact, what Butters is trying to tell me, this is the final, and Benny needs to beat him twice. That's what he's trying to say.
We know he doesn't like being called Bunny.
Every person, every person that's watching this knew that except for me. I apologise severely.
That's gold. We have a new nickname, and it's Bunny Big Time.
In the process, Johl decides I'm going to pot yellows and go game. And I'm actually feeling like a fair goose right now.
That's all right, mate.
I did not realise this is the double final. I'll tell you what, I'm actually more upset more than anything, Butters. The pint that in front of me has actually disappeared. That's devastating for someone like myself. And fortunately for me, your brother is going to get me a pint. Butters, your brother's... You're still going to get me a pint, though.
I cannot believe he's got me brother getting him a beer. Oh my God, Jamie's
fine.
Jamie's just missed his seat. Anyway, Johl on yellows. That's a very good shot, Johl. That was his danger ball there, and he's finished well. Shouldn't have any issues. No, you don't. No, we don't really want this to finish this match because
No, we want Benny to win this. I mean,
yeah.
me and Butters are a little bit biased. We're actually really good mates with Benny, and
yeah.
Butters plays with Benny every day nearly, and I've been friends with Benny for about 37,000 years, and he's only about 24. So
That's,
yeah, I've turned into a caveman.
I'm gonna spend a little while just mulling that one over.
I don't even know what I just said. But anyway, Joel's on and out.
He's dead right though. We are good mates of Benny's, but we're trying not to be biased.
Joel's on and out. There's no way he's going to miss it. And like I said,
Joel is a very, very good bloke.
Look, at the end of the day, he's a
fantastic player.
consummate professional, and in my opinion, was favourite for the tournament. And he's actually proving that right now. He's just precision. He really is. He's precision.
He is.
I'm so glad the camera is actually away from where we're at because I'm so loud. I know I am, but I can't stop myself. Wow, he hasn't played that well,
That's
though.
not ideal.
Does it go to the corner?
No, he won't play it in the corner. I don't know why you'd even say that, Jamie. He'll, if he plays it in the corner, I'll be a bit shocked.
I'll tell you what, the only person that can pot that in the corner is me, and that's if I clip it off about 6 rails.
Yeah,
so
he'll just play it in the middle and stun off the corner.
Yeah, he's going to.
Well, hang on, he might be.
No, there's no way he's playing. It's not even on the corners. He can play in the middle and just stun off the side rail.
Well, he's missed this.
He has, and
that's
a little bit of emotion there from Joel too.
Well, as much as Joel's been going well, Benny's a huge opportunity here.
Oh, this is massive because he gets a chance to score at the frame, and I think to break.
Yeah, it is to break, and not only that, Ben's one trouble ball is the one on the back rail. Now,
but he can play the shot that nothing butters.
That's exactly right. I was just about to say that before you really butted in.
Oh wow! That's a shocker. That is an absolute shocker.
I think he was just in that mindset of can't believe he got a visit.
Oh, I think he's just taking it too easy. He was kind of like in free flow mode, but just too easy. It was like he was playing a junior in practice and giving him a shot. You know what I mean? Like it was lazy.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah. Now, what can Joel...
There's no enough. He's just got to pot this bloke. There's no enough. He's going to hit the side rail about, I don't know, 3 inches, 4 inches maybe from the middle pocket.
I think you'll get it too, mate. I don't think it's quite as simple as you say.
I think he's absolutely perfect.
But you'd have to back
what
him
he
in.
wanted. Well, he's actually he's actually put a little bottom on it and make sure no at all.
Benny will be absolutely filthy.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? It's all about Benny and his mindset to come back from that. That was a shocker. And he'll say it. It was a shocker.
Well, Jamie, I'm going to leave you for a minute. I'm going to pass you
Absolutely
on to...
not.
Going to chuck some Nick Young on.
Well, Nick Young is more drunk than I am. Actually, there's a current draft subby on top of a whole bunch of money. Whose drink is this?
I'm not impressed with that last comment.
Some decent insight, and that's what you're here for, Nick. Because for me, I don't know what's going on.
I'm pretty sure Benny's going to be a little bit annoyed from that last frame from missing that ball. But
he's going to take yellows here. Purely because it's all he can pop, but he's got one right over the middle, and he's got linking balls all over the shop.
Yep. On the left-hand side rail, that's the only trouble with this out.
100% agree with you, mate. That is the key shot right now.
Just quietly, how's he got linking balls all over his shot? There's nothing in the middle of the table.
No. We're talking about this ball in the middle. But Peter Butterworth got off the microphone for 3 seconds and decided to lip up. That's amazing.
So,
I'll tell you what, this bloke, he needs to make a last 32 in a fucking, well, my bad, best 21 tournament for a lip side.
As you can tell, Jamie is a little bit intoxicated, so we're lucky in the AM hours. And I'm pretty sure that if...
No, I don't think he's that bad. Oh, that's a shocker. He's hit it so full that he's actually hit the white ball full. I don't think definitely didn't mean to hit the white ball so full. I think he's just caught it so full that obviously the white ball's come off the back rail. It wasn't a bad bounce, it was just actually a bad shot. So he's got the ball in the bottom right corner. I can't see him not playing this because at the end of the day, he's sort of forced to. But, well, he decided, you know what, I'm going to play this one and he's just sort of glide this down for the ball over the cushion. Look at this shot. Have a look at this shot. Have a look at it.
You couldn't play it any better.
Mate, I don't think I could put that any better with my hand. And I'll tell you what, I've done some good things with my hand over the years. And that's not one of them.
Great.
Oh, he hasn't.
Through.
Well, I think he actually tried to land on the ball that was on the right hand side, but he hasn't landed on it.
Bit loud.
Nick Owens informed me I'm a bit loud. I'll tell you what, that's a shocker for Benny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did get a massive kick there.
Batters has caught a kick a second at hit, and Nick's followed up with a kick. I did have my eye for shot for a minute because Nick Young was trying to tell me I was too loud. And you know what, he might be right. I've had a fair few beverages.
And we saw this through the whole weekend. A kick like this can change the match.
Well, we saw it in Jake McCartney's match against Rusty.
Yeah, we did. And
you know, he's got a massive kick on the black to
go
the rail. Absolutely ridiculous. And then suddenly Rusty's broken pot out. Sorry, Jake's gone in off.
Yeah, that's
Rusty's
right.
pot out, and then Rusty's broken pot out. So it's 3 frames straight in a row that Jake's really
he's
up
done
his
nothing
miss.
wrong.
Doesn't have a saying. And that's all it takes. I mean, this is what the best players can do.
But,
so,
however, Joel's still at the table. He's going to do the business.
There was no points.
I think he's actually landed a bit short of what he was playing for. But this red still probably passes the yellows
I'll
in
tell
the
you what,
bottom left-hand corner.
I actually Peter Butler is a shit bloke. But I'll tell you what, his brother, he can fucking fire. I'm sorry about the swear words again, by the way.
All those
Great
Cue
shot
Ball
there.
TV
Great shot there from Joel.
fans out there, I apologise for Jamie swearing. I hope you put the kids in bed.
I've got to be honest with you. I've actually had a
2
fair.
a.m.
I'm really sorry, guys. I've actually had a fair few to drink, and I'm not meaning on myself. I thought I'd still jump on here just for a little bit of value. I got told everybody likes hearing my voice and the commentating. I sort of didn't believe them until later on. Maybe they decided to change their mind. But I'll tell you what a shot from Joel there.
Yeah, it wasn't small.
It wasn't small. I mean, obviously the pot was on, but he's played in such a way where he's cleared the balls and he's got position on this red. He's just run through this
just
ball and rail.
You don't want to finish straight. That's the only problem.
I'll tell you what, he's played it perfect.
Ooh, I wouldn't say perfect. I think he's that straight.
Nick, you're spot on, mate. I think he's dead set straight on this. That's a shocker. When I say a shocker, I really actually got a bigger bounce for the rail than expected.
Can you seal screw off this, Jamie, and clip the yellow to create an angle to get down to the table?
Actually, Nick, when I look at it, he's actually got a better angle going to the bottom rail. So I think he'll play this with top and running right hand side. And he'll still... Right. Left hand side, sorry. I've got no idea about my ability. But Dave Rothall has stood in and corrected my skills. It was left hand side, didn't he? And I'll tell you what, he's actually got a little bit too much force on the white. Rather than hitting a high, he sort of hit a touch line. He's got a little bit of bounce off the white. And he's not landing perfect behind this red, so... Anyway, he's got a big shot coming up here. I think he wants to just pop this with a touch of left. I want Dave Rothall to come back over.
I wouldn't say
I want his opinion.
This, Jamie. It's just a little.
He reckons just top.
Just a top. The black goes in if you land anywhere near the centre of the table.
He reckons just top. So it's all about the pot. Oh, he's missed that by a mile actually. No, he's jumped up, but I'll tell you what.
Do you know what? I reckon that red is nearly curved.
No, I don't think it's curved at all. I think he actually got a bit of an average.
Bit of it, maybe.
I do actually
think
he got a bit of an average contact on it for sure. And I reckon Benny's just going to slip off the inside, the top of the two yellows there. I think he's going to slip off and get a little snooker. Well, actually, no, he's decided he's going game. I actually didn't realise he was on that, so my bad.
So when you have a look at the perspective of the match so far, Benny got a kick in the previous frame, and Joel, you say, got another kick then.
Look, it does even out. I'm actually a bit surprised he's playing this shot. He's checked. Geez, he checked that up a mile, Nick.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean by that is he's checked it up so much. It was risky. He's got exactly the same shot. Why didn't he play it earlier?
I think at the moment Benny's freewheeling.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm really shocked that he played the ball over the hole.
But the way I saw Benny play in the last few frames, he's not having a look at the table, taking his time. He's just going around and on instinctive.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nick, I reckon I know Benny a little better than you do, as far as his game style is concerned, and that's what he does do. But the thing is, I'm still shocked that he didn't play the ball over the middle, over the corner at the end, at the start of that out. But he's got the out, and that's all that matters to him. And he goes 6-7 down on Joel, and Joel's to break.
Joe, who lost? Who lost? Who lost? No, I didn't. I'm a winner.
So Joel sporting his bluish/silverish, whatever you want to call it, shirt. I'm sure there's some jogging fans out there on the cue ball TV.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's still favourite in my eyes to win his comp. And I love Benny to death, but I think Joel's just an absolute quality player. Except for when I play him and I smash him. That's what I tell myself every day.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the cue ball fans out there want Benny to win so they get another 21 frame match.
Well, it's only 7-6, so I wouldn't say 21 frame, but I mean, to be honest, Joel's just dry broke there, and there is an out on. If he can get 7-0, that's a pretty much a dead even match, and well, who can predict the winner, to be honest? I mean, it's all about the break and taking your opportunities. That's all it's all about in this situation. And Benny's taking the correct balls in, which is yellows.
There's a little bit of luck involved though, coming down business end, coming off breaks if you don't get a ball in there.
And that's exactly what I'm saying, Nick. You need to pot a ball off the break. And that's just sat over the hole, but he's not going to be too stressed about it. I mean, obviously one Nick, because he could probably make the clearance from there and make the out and win the frame, but I don't think he's going to be super stressed about it.
He does have control of the frame at the moment.
Absolutely, but it's up to Joel to develop the frame and make something from here.
However, Joel does have balls to kick that red out. Maybe I reckon it might be that you put this in the middle and give himself angle to kick it, but I reckon he's going to touch too far.
I was just going to say, Nick, I think he's got a plan straight away, and the only reason I said it is because he's got no time at all to get down on that pot. So straight away he had a plan to kick this red out, and unfortunately for him, I think he's actually gone through a touch too far. I think he would have liked to be fairly straight. When I say straight, I mean the ball's in line. If you look up and down the table, he still might be able to kick this ball out, but it looks like he might be a bit thin. He might be canning the yellow and pot the ball over the hole. And I was right, and I was spot on, and that was a disastrous shot.
It is an error, and
he's tried to actually play it in such a way where he
I think if he tries to go for the pot, he kicks it out.
No, I actually don't think that, mate. I think even if he goes for the pot, he still pots the yellow, and that was the danger in the shot. I kind of think he sort of talked himself into a shot that he knew wasn't on.
In 2 minds.
And he kind of played it anyway. And look, I think Joel still could have played it, let himself fall for that. But I think on the other side of the coin, he thought, you know what, Benny's got a huge out to play here. And that's not the. Well, he's got the ball. I think he needs to play the ball in the top corner.
Top. Yep, the one closest to the black. He played in the top right-hand corner.
He needs to play in the top corner, I think. It goes really nowhere.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Well, he can play in the middle if he wants, actually.
Back yourself, knock
there you go. He's playing in the middle. What a great shot! He's actually canning that sort of a little bit left-hand side of the yellow, promoted it, and given himself a fantastic shot on it. For the viewers out there, if you thought that was just a standard shot, you're very wrong. It was a fantastic shot. Even that shot there, he's just punched it in and just screwed back just a little touch. He'll screw back to just off the bottom. Oh, jeez, he's played it horrible. Wow, I reckon he's got a little kick off there because he's actually not got any reaction or fall for right.
I actually think he's trying to play that off the bottom rail because a lot more margin for error.
No, I don't think he's played for the bottom rail. I think he's actually played precise, but he's actually just fluffed it up. But I'm just wondering if he did get a bad contact. He might not have. I didn't see a kick. I have to be honest. I did not see a kick, but I'm thinking he just
maybe a heavy contact. Maybe
he might have got something heavy, but I think he's just fluffed the shot. To be completely honest, I think
you can still. It's not too bad. So you play off one rail.
What surprised me about that shot, Nick, is he could have screwed off the side rail and back out, and he's like $1.04 to be on the ball. You know what I mean? Like a great shot from. Oh, look at this shot from Benny. Oh, he's thin. He's very thin.
Up and down.
Yeah, now and you know what?
Have to avoid the red in the bulk line.
Yeah, move that. He's got to avoid that red, doesn't he, Nick? This is key. Do you reckon
maybe a touch of right hand side? Just a smidgen.
This is actually really thin. What we would probably give it credit for. It's pretty thin. Do you think maybe he can dodge the red on the left hand side and miss the right hand one and land fat on the black?
Yeah.
Do you think he can play that shot? Because if he dodges the right on the right hand side, he's not got a good position.
You might try to play a little bit more right hand side.
I think he's going to play natural. Wow, he hasn't even hardly hit it. That's a shocker from Benny, and he'll admit that himself. And look where he's landed. He's just said, you know what? Hey Joel, please play the hardest ball on my table. There's a plant on the ball over the cushion. That's what he said. Please play that shot. And
I reckon it's the second hardest ball.
Without comment, Joel said, "Okay, Benny, I'll play that." Without comment, he'll say, "I'll play that." And I know there's a lot of Geelong guys watching here too. And to all the Geelong guys, eat a dick. No, in all seriousness, I know you guys all back Joel, and look, we all know Joel's a fantastic player, and look, I'm fantastic mates with Benny. Benny's been a big fan of my game, which actually, I know that sounds silly, but he rates me in my game, and we've been mates for probably 6 or 7 years now, and well, Joel's just come back to Victoria, and he's been pretty quiet, and I've seen him, obviously pretty big name in Geelong, but I haven't had a lot to do with Joel as far as the social aspect is concerned, so I'm forced to back Benny for that reason alone, but hardly taking away any credit from Joel's ability, because he's a freak show, no doubt about that.
He doesn't worry about who he's playing, Joel. He just goes about his business every match.
I think he's the most composed player in Australia at the moment. I really do. And when Mark Robertson was playing the Australian title, I would love to have seen Joel involved in that. I would love to have seen Joel play Mark Robertson in the final, because it would have been a very interesting match.
Is there actually any reason why Joel doesn't play the state titles, or?
Well, he owns Slate and Geelong, and it's as you know, well, as Benny's probably finding out. It's a busy job running a pool hall, and it doesn't matter how many people you got working for. You're always worried about what's going on behind the scenes, and that sort of stuff. So, and to be honest, I think Joel, if I'm going to be completely brutally honest, I think Joel's recognised there's no point in representing your state. And I know that sounds really bad, but you get nothing out of it except for this, I guess, self-satisfaction. But there needs to be a reward for representing your state and your country for that matter, and unfortunately there isn't one. And I think that's the only reason why Joel's not doing it, because in my opinion, he's a slight step above the elite. And I'm talking 3 or 4 years ago when he was really, at his peak. He was actually trying his hand at professional level, and didn't quite make it. And I think it was a real eye opener for him. I think he realised, you know what? I'm not as good as these freak shows. They're knocking in 138 breaks every day. I'm only knocking in 76s in considering, whatever the case may be. But on 8-ball table, he's a freak show, and he's always, what most people don't realise is he was an 8-ball player before he was a snooker player, and he's showing that right now. He won't miss this, I'll tell you now. So he's gone 8-6 up. I've given Joel a huge rap, and I'm best mates. I'm great mates with Benny.
Just another comment on that though, Jamie. I think a lot of the state players that consistently make the state side would love to see Joel in the side.
Without doubt. But the problem I have with Joel, and I'm happy to say it to his face, is He's too quiet in a team environment. I believe, and the Mifsuds, if you know, and I don't, they're not going to care either. And Jimmy Mifsud, of the two, Steve Mifsud is an absolute professional. He will not make a noise. He will just he gets his job done on the table. And he will not make a lot of noise. James Mifsud started to adapt and started to embrace the style, if you will say, of how it works. And I really do believe that if Joel can embrace that style and play for Victoria, he'd be a magnificent asset because, in my opinion, he'll play number one. He'll be the number one player that leads out for Victoria. I mean, we had this year. Normally it's Ben Nunan. He didn't play obviously last year because obviously he had commitments to this room. Jake McCarthy pulled out because he had some personal commitments to deal with. And so we didn't really have a true number one because that's who we relied on the last 3 years. And Kurt Dunham stepped up.
The depth in Victoria at the moment,
it's insane.
They could have a B side and they'll be very competitive at nationals.
Absolutely, and Kurt Dunham stepped up and played the number one. I stepped up and played the B side for us, and I'm very proud of that. And me and Kurt, I think we only lost about 3 frames in about 6 matches, which is phenomenal, given that I didn't even get the break. Number 2 was actually the worst spot to play in the Nationals of all time. And I wish the guys would stop putting me there, to be completely honest.
We're back to this match, and Benny has just left Joel half a chance to.
Yeah, I think
on the yellows.
I think Benny needs to win this frame, otherwise he could be in huge trouble with a free frame.
You don't want to go 9-6 down, and he might even play the extraction straight up here.
Well, he's on the yellow. He might just try and move it. I'll tell you what. It's not worked.
Bit unlucky.
Well, I think he expected more movement off the white to the right hand side of the table, where he could have actually at least had a shot. Not awesome.
It all depends if this yellow. If this yellow passes the other yellow in the top right hand corner, he still might be able to go game.
I agree completely. It's just a matter of whether it passes. Well,
it doesn't look like
doesn't. He's going to play. I reckon he's going to try and leave the white ball pretty much where it is right now. And I'll tell you what, he's just overflown a touch. But I'll tell you what, what's Benny got? Not a lot. So good shot from Joel. If anything, Benny, he's got 2 options, Nick. He can either play the ball that's in balk line, the big cut into the right hand corner, try and take the frame on, go game. Or he can play the ball that's near the middle pocket and put it over the corner pocket and say, listen, Joel.
Do you even play the ball over the middle pocket and try to double it back down and cover the yellow in the bottom left hand corner? Is that an option?
I'll tell you what, mate. I'm either delirious or I don't even know what you're saying.
Well, doesn't matter because Benny's played a different shot and he's made it.
I actually don't think he tried to pot that, and he's done a bit of a Benny's wanting the music because he needs a bit of ear beardies. He loves the music, Benny Nunan. Joel's having a bit of a laugh at him. 6 up. Joel couldn't care less whether the music was on and off. I tell you, he's a consummate professional. And I think if the only person in the room, to be honest, in my opinion, to beat Benny would be Joel. He's affected by nothing, and he is a freak show player. He's a great player. I love to see these two go at it non-stop, race to 21s, consistently over and over and over again for a couple of $1,000 at a time. It would be fantastic to watch.
Would it be rude to call out 30 seconds for Benny here?
Absolutely not, because he was having a bit of a joke with the crowd, but anyway. He's actually in a fair bit of trouble here too. That's the biggest problem for him. He definitely will take this pot on. There's no doubt about that. He's going to take it on. Oh, wow. He's trying to take it in the opposite corner. In my opinion, it was sort of half suicidal. So I think Joel will actually play the shot in such a way where he'll come for side roll and he'll slip between 2 yellows that are in the top left-hand side of the table, and he's going to play for the ball that's on the bottom cushion.
I think he gives himself a chance to be on about 3 balls here.
I reckon he's purely play for the bottom cushion here. Oh, wow. How much of an imbecile am I, Nick? how much of an imbecile am I? If in fact, if he's got on this ball here, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a lot tighter than it was. And actually, when I actually glanced over at the table itself, I realised that I'm an imbecile, and there's about a foot gap between the two balls, whereas it looks like there's about 3 centimetres between them here.
Just top through it.
And great shot there from Johl.
Yeah, very good shot.
Super shot.
Maybe overhit it slightly, but
he's okay though,
I
because what he'll do is he'll actually pot this in the corner and he'll come off the red.
And in a red. Maybe a touch of left-hand side.
I think it's fairly natural. You might have to put a touch aside on it, you might be right, Nick. But at the end of the day, as long as he lands on it, he's going to be fine. No, it was more actually, it was way more natural than we thought.
Yeah.
I actually think he's actually like kind of hit that a little bit more central. He's got like a touch of stun on it.
Yeah. I think Johl will probably have to leave himself with the long pot here though. He hasn't got much of an angle to come down the middle of the table where he'd like to be.
Yeah, he's actually decided he's contemplating.
Just drop it in and back yourself to knock this in.
Yeah, I mean he's actually got the option to roll up the ball over the hole and leave a lot, but you know what? At the end of the day, he's 8-6 up, and he's queuing well.
I'm sure Joel's going to have a crack here.
Absolutely will. And it's gone in, and you saw him earlier on. He sort of lined his cue up and down the table, saying, you know, this is where I'm going to be if I pot this ball. And really, the big issue is the red on the side cushion. Oh, sorry, the red on the side, left-hand side of the table.
Naturally, I think you're actually going into the red.
I reckon he's just missing it. I reckon he's just going to the left-hand side of it. Oh, sorry, the right-hand side of it as you look at the table.
Even if you hit it, it's not too bad. You got a shot.
If I'm wrong, oh, Jesus. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Nick? I'm wrong by about 87 foot.
He's missable.
Can I not read a table? I've been commentating for about 37,500 years, and I still cannot read the angle of the tables. And Dan Lynch cannot put the balls, the cameras in a better position. I still cannot read the game. That's why I'm not here, Nick. Because I would have thought that he was going the other side, and I would have missed the pot and gone in off, or whatever the case may have been, and lost the frame. But Joel's decided, you know, I'm going to go 9-6 up, Benny. What are you going to do about that?
He does make things look a lot easier though, Joel. Such a good cueist.
I'll tell you one thing, I will.
His ability.
I'm going to say it now. I know I had a few to drink, but I'm going to say it. Wayne Stubbs, Sean Partridge, guys, seriously, what the hell were you thinking? Turn up in tracksuit pants. As you guys gone to this point now, we're at now, and you're playing tracksuit pants, and you're playing on Cue Ball TV in the main event. You ought to look like absolute imbeciles. So seriously, guys, if you're going to play an event like this, wear your proper attire. Seriously, that's just ridiculous. No sour grapes at all, but just seriously, guys, wear the proper attire. Come on, we're playing in a sport here that deserves the highest recognition right now as far as the sport is concerned. We've got probably, in my opinion, the two best players in Australia. In my opinion, I think Johl and Benny are the two best players in Australia, Nick.
Well, they're not far off it. I mean, we've had that many great players in this tournament so far. A lot of people beg to differ that, but...
Well, the people that beg to differ are the guys that think they're the best players. So.
We've got 2 players left in this tournament. Race to 11. How can you choose a better 2 players?
That's exactly right. And there's a double chance just begging to be had. Actually, double chance has already been decided, has it?
If Johl wins this, he wins. But if Benny wins, he has to beat him again.
So this is actually the final.
It is.
This is the final, and it's a double chance for Johl. So
Benny has to beat him twice. And as we saw last year, Joel Younger beat Rusty Wheeler twice, I believe.
Yep, he did.
So it can be done.
It can be done,
but Benny has to make sure he makes.
And the problem with Benny right now is he's 9-6 down, so he needs to get this to 8-9, and then stamp some authority and say, listen, Joel, hey, you got to beat me twice, old mate.
He's played a nice shot there. He's back in prime position. And I think this is just routine here for Benny.
What? I'm actually wondering.
I don't think he's got any problem with easy.
Never mind now, because he's landed fat on the ball in the middle. Unfortunately, I've suddenly, for some random reason, developed hiccups. No idea why.
Would that be any reason with all the alcoholic beverages you've intake. Well, Jamie's going to have a break because I think he's just about to go and have a little chuck. But Benny Nuna, that just says he's not going to go away. And while Jamie Stevens goes to have a break, we got David Rothall back in the commentary box.
Whoa. You right, mate?
I can't stop hiccuping.
And Rothall, I don't think Ben's going to go away. He's going to fight.
No, well, he needs the music to concentrate because it's 2:30 now, so...
Yeah. And there's a lot of drunk people in the room, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, they're both living off of pure adrenaline at the moment. You can see in Joel's body language, he's struggling. I don't know if he's getting desperate, but he's definitely showing some sort of emotion out there.
Yeah, you're right.
And
sorry.
Did he have a chance the last round, Benny?
He went in.
then went out for break.
Oh, he went
I
out.
think. Yeah, Joel. I think broken went off.
What about the frame? That Johl go out.
So I'm pretty sure Joel's going to take the Reds on here.
I can't stop hiccuping, Rust.
I'm actually not sure because one of the yellows below the black actually goes towards a corner, but he can actually play this and knock the red off the rail. Might have to smack it.
He's played exactly that, David.
Yeah,
And he's created an out.
he has. I think he can roll the... I'm not sure if he can play the red in the right corner and hold for the red in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I think you run into the red. So he may elect to take the red over the middle hole first.
It looks like he's taking... Ooh. Let's just see what he does. That's the commentator's cop-out, by the way. It looks like it's taking your option. Good call.
Just dead weight, I think.
Yeah, he just has to watch out for the nap. You see how that the reds hit the left jaw? That's because the white curves in. So if he played that any softer, he would have missed that because the white curves more before it hits the red.
But he's still finding it, Joel. The red ball over the left hand.
I wouldn't be
bottom
surprised if
pocket.
he takes this. Yeah, if he takes
just
this ball
drag it in,
first.
maybe?
Yeah.
Just try to hold for the two reds.
Well, he can play it a little bit faster and play for the red on the right rail if he needs to.
Yeah, he had a lot more angle than what I thought, so
Yeah.
he's played your shot and just need to roll this in now.
Yeah, now his problem ball, I guess, just becomes the one up the top left.
Yes.
If I can stop hiccuping, I'll be a happy man.
But you have to get rid of these three balls down in the bottom first. 'Cause
definitely.
transition, get back down there is very hard.
Sharp.
I think he's fine. Just make sure you finish low.
Yeah, you finish low on it. You can stun through the gap between the black and the yellow. See what he does anyway.
Still a bit of care in this shot though.
Yeah.
Just put himself on the heel.
Yeah. And he's fallen just short.
I think he's fine. He can play this screw off the rail, pick the gap and get onto the red.
But this is a type of shot you actually don't want to play because the pockets are that small that you don't want to leave yourself this shot. So
The worst thing here for Joel is to finish straight
playing with top,
on
he
this
must
red.
be on the wrong side of it. Watch out for the middle.
Well,
And
he's
he's
been a bit
result.
fortunate with that kiss off the black.
And he can cue the red he doesn't have to cue over the yellow, so just has to watch out for the middle pocket. He might just screw back.
But I think he's played in such a way where even if he doesn't count in the black, he's always got angle on the red to screw it back down for the black. So
Yeah,
it was a very smart shot there by Joel.
yeah.
And I think you'll
So
see
this
Joel
further hill.
10-7.
Well done. 10-7 Johl, big out. It's good to see these guys still making these outs after such long a day's play. Like, they've been up since like 10 a.m. and still playing.
Well, 3 days of pool, 15 hours every day.
Yeah.
It can't be easy for these players, but all these players are professionals, so they would have practiced for this sort of moment, and they've been here, they've done it before.
Yeah. Especially these two, they've been in the top 3 the last couple of times they've done it. Joel's done exactly the same thing. I think, no, last time we went in off in the corner. So,
I'm telling you right now though, Dave, that if this was early in the match, I would say Benny would clear these right up, but being 7-10 down now and he can't make a mistake, it's always that little bit of pressure.
yeah. Yellows don't look too bad if that, I'm not sure if he can pop the yellow in bulk in the middle, in the right middle, and get rid of that red. Not really sure if it's on though.
He may always choose to go reds here as well. You can't take yellows. Just screw it back in the middle of the table, give yourself options.
That's what he's done. He's sort of half in no man's land, to be honest.
Well, I think the yellow does, near the black, does go on the left-hand corner, but
You're
not always guaranteed position when you play that shot, I don't think.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if he, I don't know, I was going to say play safe just by trying to half ball the ball on the back rail, but that just leaves Joel a chance to double one of his reds back.
I think Benny's got to go for it.
Yeah.
If you can't pot the yellow near the black, well, you got to pot this one along the rail, just top through it.
Yeah.
And it should be on the other yellow, but it's very hard queuing, isn't it?
Sure.
He's played very well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Gives him every opportunity to go game here.
Yeah. He's kind of forced to now.
All about the cue ball is from the. I think this is actually the key shot.
Yeah, I doubt whether the it's 2 yellows to the right of the middle. I don't think that bottom one goes into the middle.
Off to the red.
Yeah. We're about to find out.
Not
depending on how he plays this. I mean, he could just pop this in the right corner, and then he's got the other yellow towards the left corner.
Yeah.
But he has to play to the pace where he gets rid of the red, so he can play the other one without being hampered by the red.
Yeah. I mean, you can go about this a couple of ways. Yeah, this is the other option I was going to say. Just clear this side of the table and then back yourself to knock a big yellow in.
Yeah. Well, he's committed now. It's good. Depending on how it goes, it could be his last visit.
I think he's going to take this yellow up to the top.
Yeah.
The way he's looking at it. Don't have to worry too much about the white, just make sure of the pot.
Yeah. Goes in the middle.
He's played very well.
Sure.
Benny's going to stick in it. Just checking his shot there.
Didn't something move across the... Nice out. 3 in a row by these guys. Still massive quality.
And it's Benny's break.
Yeah.
I know ideally he would love to break and clear, but that's...
His break has been spreading open. But both of these guys get the leg up on their break at the moment.
Yeah.
They're throwing the kitchen sink at this.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be giving all of it.
Yeah.
He won't be holding back.
Yeah.
I know all the cue ball fans out there want Benny to get these couple frames and have a ring-a-ding-ding, as Lou Richards would say, and have another match.
Yeah.
Be here at 5 a.m.
I don't think anyone would want to start a race for 11 at 3 a.m. after playing for 15
Well, I think there is
hours.
one person that wants to, and that's Ben Nunan.
Yeah.
He would love to be playing at 5 a.m.
You reckon?
If he's got a chance to win the big guns at 5 a.m, I think he'll take it.
Oh, we'll see what happens. It's a different break by Ben.
Oh, he's actually played it off the second ball.
I don't understand that
come
break.
up
He's
dry.
obviously hasn't gotten balls in on his break, so he's tried something different.
I did realise when Benny was overseas, he does break like that.
Really?
Because of the smaller tables.
Fair enough.
And Jamie Stevens back from his chuck.
Nick, get out of his seat.
He's had his spew.
I've been told to get out.
On the microphone.
I'm going to leave for Jamie Stevens.
No, you're staying on.
I'm not staying on.
Yeah, the 9-ball champion. The 9-ball champion's staying on. You're going on.
Well,
apparently I'm staying on.
I've decided to take over from Nick Young. He has actually got a very large head, by the way. I had to shorten the microphone about 47 inches. And I've decided to stay on with the Roth because I think we have the biggest contrasting styles and beliefs in the game. So this will be really funny, I think.
This will be funny.
Anyway, Roth, I think Joel's in complete control, unfortunately for Benny.
I don't know about that yellow on the rail though.
Yeah, it's dodgy, isn't it? I guess he needs to get an angle where he can sort of play it in such a way that he can cannon the red. I mean, it's not about canning the yellow, it's about canning the red and making it clear. But the problem is, he needs to get in such a way where he's got that angle, and it's not that simple.
He's going to get onto the yellow in the middle of a table just to roll it forward, and he's on the wrong side of it.
Well, I think he's actually not too bad here because he can actually stun this in, and he can play the cut.
Actually,
although it won't be easy, but he can play the cut where he can play it and just cannon the red. He'll be fat on the yellow, but he's got linking ball to the middle.
I think he's going to play the one to the left. Play that in with top.
You reckon he's on it?
Yeah.
Oh, if he's actually on, that's a special.
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge. That's huge.
Massive
Joel.
second prize.
That's massive. And this is why Dave Rothall comments at the business end of the time, and Joe Stevens comments right near the end, being an imbecile and doesn't see the shots.
So this is a shot, guys.
And Dave Rothall is correct. This is the key shot. Basically, the shot to win the match for the double chance. I believe Joel has been in this position before, Roth, where he's got the double chance.
Yeah.
I think he should be banned from this tournament.
He has? No, like
this is
a couple of years ago he was in the losers half, and he beat Rusty twice.
Oh, at any rate, I think he should be banned from the tournament. I think he's too good, and there's no way he should be playing this comp. I think he should pay 3,000 to enter. And so he's about to beat Benny 11-8. And I'll tell you what.
Well done, Joel.
I'll tell you right now,
well.
a big clap goes around the room, but I think that it might be the first time that Joel's actually got Benny in a big distance race like that. Benny had a pretty good record on Joel.
And last big guns.
I've had a match on just about every match leading up to this final, except for that one, and I would have backed Benny, so I'm pretty glad that the money didn't come out of my wallet on that one.
Thanks, guys, for watching. That was the 2013 Big Guns Down South, and Joel Younger is our champion. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's actually a real shame we didn't get to see another best of 11. Although it is like 2:45 in the morning, and Dan's absolutely rapt that there's not another match. He actually fell us about 87 times during that match. But I'm actually about to go and see Johl now and see if he wants to play for 8,500 and put his money up on the line for a best of one. Butters has put his hand up. He said, "Yep, I'll play best of one for 8,500." So he's already walked up to Johl and he said, "Johl, how about a best of one for 8,000?" Joel's actually shook his head in disbelief. He can't believe it. You cannot see the camera right now. And Joel's just said, "No, Buzz, there's no way I'm playing a lunatic like you, best of one, and I'm not involved in that." So looks like Joel's just happy with the 7,000. Butters is filthy, and I think he's just about ready to king hit him. So maybe we'll see that match a little bit later on, but I think maybe you might get about 6,000 one frame out of him if we're lucky. So we'll just hang around for a couple more minutes while Butters goes and butters him up.
That's how pissed you are. You reckon that's funny?
Well, I actually do think that was funny what I just said. And he's actually walked up. He's actually straight over to Johl. I'd actually say he's trying to weave a drink out of him. He's a coffee drinker now, so I don't know what's going on there. But in all seriousness, well done to Johl. And more to the point, if you're actually stupid enough to keep listening and didn't turn the feed off, a very special thank you to Bar 8, being Ben Nunan, who obviously was involved in the final. Georgia, his partner, fantastic venue. Cannot say enough about Dan Lynch for putting up the Cue Ball TV stream. It's been fantastic. He's put cameras up all over the shop trying to get as much coverage as possible. And I'll tell you what, have a look on the Cue Ball TV website in the next 3 to 4 weeks maximum. You'll probably see all these footage that you probably didn't get an opportunity to see because he's been taping it sort of off the live stream camera. And look, if there's anything we can do to improve things or make you guys happy, please post on the website. Dan will be looking, and he'll certainly give the feedback to myself, who I like to think that can commentate and give you guys the insight that you want. And if you want more, please let us know, and I'll do my best to accommodate the fans out there. So a very good night to everybody involved, and well done to Joel Younger, and a commiseration to Ben Nunan on a fantastic Big Guns Down South competition. And we'll see you tomorrow in the Anzac Day. It's a big day tomorrow. We've got another, it's practically another tournament. Obviously not as big a race, but we'll have the best of fives, and then they'll obviously lead in the best of sevens and best of nines in the grand finals, and the best players will emerge victorious, and yet another final will actually be worth about $2,500 for the grand final winner, and it'll get paid down to multiple players in the tournament, and all the best, and I hope to see us tomorrow. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you again.